Yeah. Hey. All right. Hey. Yeah, I mean.
So we about to take off.
Hey. Please do remain calm. About to run against it and with a little bit of soul, no time.
Welcome to the Please Remain Calm podcast. I'm Ben Gonzalez.
And I am Daniel Gonzalez. And we're here in studio again. How's it going, Ben? It's just us today.
Going pretty well, man. Going to have a pretty feisty discussion here. We got a hot topic, a lot of stuff to get to, but let's hit the things that we got to hit up top first.
Yeah, real quick before we start, especially on this episode, because we are going to be talking a lot about my fire department and a couple things that are going on in it. Listen, all of the opinions that are stated here on this podcast are our own. They do not reflect the opinions of the Los Angeles City Fire Department or the Los Angeles County Department of Health Services. Also, guys, listen, the past couple shows, I haven't said this. I want to make sure I say it this time again because, dude, the past 2 weeks, we have our subscribers and the amount of downloads that we've been getting with new subscribers and stuff like that is off the freaking charts, man.
Yeah, it's awesome, you guys. We really appreciate it.
Thank you all so much for listening, for sharing the podcast, for getting the word out about it, telling your friends about it. Obviously the Boyd Street episode was really big and spread a lot, and we had a lot of growth there. But every episode since then, we've had a lot of growth, and I just want to thank everybody for spreading the word about the podcast. If you haven't followed the podcast or liked this episode or liked the past episodes, you have your phone out now, pick up your phone, please go in there, subscribe to the podcast, like the podcast, like the episode you're listening to right now. All those things, all those analytics help us with growing the podcast and getting better placement on charts and things like that, and just helps us grow as a podcast.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. And it really is all because of you guys. We haven't figured out still what to call our listeners. We were kind of rolling through some names with Tony on the last episode. I don't know if we went with what was it? Calmers, Heroes,
the Remainders.
The Calmers, the Remainders. So let us know what you think, what you guys want to be called. But really, it is a whole family thing, and that is the only reason that we've been able to progress and move forward and shoot up these emergency podcast charts.
Yeah, there's only like two of them, but we're up there, man. We're in the top two for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
Also want to thank our, like last episode, we mentioned that we do have a sponsor for the podcast now, Power Solar. Just like I talked to you guys before, I told Ben, I've always been had a little trepidation about doing that sort of thing, getting sponsors and stuff like that. But with Power, Isela basically walked me and my wife through the entire thing. The whole thing was seamless. We're still going through the process of getting the permits approved from the city of Inglewood right now. But yeah, we went through, we got all of the solar that we needed for the power that we use in our house right now.
Right. And you guys have you can flex. You have a Tesla.
Yeah, we got
a little more electric demands.
Hey,
okay?
Thank you. Hey,
right.
Thank you for saying it.
Yeah.
But, that's really one of the main reasons why we decided it was time to upgrade, because we did get the Tesla. We put a 220 line in the front, and we charge that thing every night. And, and it costs money. So we were able to get all of our electric needs covered. Plus, we added 3 panels for when we're planning on putting a pool in, redoing our garage. So
thinking ahead for the future.
Yeah, she goes through and plans out like what your life is going to need in the next 5 years or so with this whole solar thing, and walks you through the entire process. And it was seamless. We're having a great time doing it with them, and we're doing something great for the environment as well. So if you guys are looking to go solar, I highly suggest you do it with Power. And Isela Bernada, I'm going to give you her phone number. It's area code 310-435-0231. And you can email her at solarqueen.isela@gmail.com.
Yes, very prompt and efficient and professional, and does a great job for her clients. Works hard.
Yeah, she's great, man. Yeah. Give her a holler.
Totally.
All right.
Let's get into this, because there's been some developments lately. I mean, the vaccine is not a new development. The whole vax controversy, not a new development.
Not at all.
It has been somehow still raging, even though we're in August.
Annoyingly still raging.
I got my second shot in the beginning of February, I think.
Fuck, I'll tell you right now, man, because I've got my...
And you know what? I'm going to be completely honest here, and I'm not going to say it's any dumb shit like this is from the vaccine or something, right? But if you want to be worried about like lasting effects or something, my life has literally never been better. All right. I'm not even going to bullshit. I had so much shit come through for me, and like dumb luck, and like even like just falling upwards.
Yeah. You heard it here first, folks.
You know what I'm saying?
So vaccine is a good luck charm.
From, you know what I mean, from the Pfizer. I don't know. Don't quote me on it. But yeah, there's been no lasting nothing. I had a freaking kind of a headache after the first shot, and I was tired. Yeah. And that was it. Second shot, nothing.
Yeah, I got a little sick after both shots for the evening. The first one, I almost felt like I was starting to get a head cold or something. Some body aches, a little bit of a fever. By the time I woke up in the morning, I felt fine. The next time I took some like prophylactic Tylenol beforehand, before I got the shot, and I didn't feel anything. My second shot. Bernie, on the other hand, my wife, super drop dead sick the first night after the first shot. Like bad, like she was super, super sick. Treated the symptoms just like they said. I mean, obviously you're going to have a reaction that's the whole point of the vaccine. Right. You know, it's causing your body to have a reaction to this spike protein, a synthetic spike protein, not from the virus itself. You're not being injected with the virus, and your body reacts to that. It remembers how it reacts to that, and then it has that knowledge in its system for if and when that virus actually does get into your system.
Hey, your body's supposed to work.
So being getting sick after you get the shot, it's a normal thing. And they tell you that right after. Now, it doesn't happen to everybody. Some people got the shot, didn't feel a damn thing. Some people got the shot, got sick for one night, and were fine after that. A small number of people do have bad reactions to the shot. Get really sick from it. I mean, I've heard of people with like autoimmune.
So you admit it's not 100% safe.
I think
this is what happens.
I think the CDC and everybody else admits it's not 100% safe.
But it's like
or 100% effective.
A tick of a percent. Or
correct.
Something. Yeah.
Correct. So
out of millions and
listen,
millions.
Man, and listen, what we're going to be talking about is, and if you guys aren't aware, there was a fire captain assigned to the Valley here in Los Angeles City that made a video on duty in his uniform, criticizing the city's new vaccination mandate, and the fact that the fire department and the fire union are, as he said, lock in step with the city on this.
Yes.
So that's kind of like what we're going to be talking about here. I want to start off by saying that I don't know Kristen Garnucci. Okay. The captain is 51 years old. I think he said he's a 31-year veteran of the fire department. I don't know him personally, man. I'm not here to bash anyone. I'm sure Christian is a fine guy, man. I'm sure he's a good family person. I'm sure, he's been dedicated a lot of himself to the fire department, to helping others.
Yeah. And you make a good point there, because this is about the information. It's not so much the person, it's just what happens to people when this thing is happening.
I think it's about a few different things, and we'll get into it, man. So right off the bat, I'm not here to bash anybody, man. I do have strong feelings about the people that think the way that Captain Garnucci thinks, and I hope I'm saying his name right, no disrespect. Half the department thinks like that. You know what I mean? Half the country, really. Yeah.
And this is the fire department. It's the same thing at my job. Half the health department, my department, we check the numbers. Yeah.
Right.
Skepticism.
As of June, a couple months ago, 54.3% of the firefighters in the LAFD had been at least partially vaccinated. Okay, and that's, to me, fucking crazy, considering the fact that we were the first group of people that were allowed to get the vaccine. Okay, I got mine back in January when it was initially offered to us. I got both doses in January, with the last dose on the 29th of January. So we're in about to be September now.
Yeah.
So we're looking at 8 months since I've had the vaccine, and I'm 100% healthy, man. I have no side effects whatsoever. In general, across the board, millions and millions of people have had the vaccine for 7-8 months. Hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands have had it, for over a year. They're not seeing any long-term side effects from the vaccine itself. You know what they are seeing long-term side effects from? Fucking COVID, man. They even gave it a name, right?
Yeah.
Long COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
There are so many different complications that you can get.
It's no joke.
It's no fucking joke, man. Even when you get a like a mild case of it for whatever reason, it affects everybody different. You get a mild case of it, you're still seeing lingering effects from these things. Not to mention the fact that when you get infected with COVID, there's a larger chance that you're going to get pneumonia or other respiratory things happening while you have COVID that are just going to make everything worse.
Here's the other thing too. It's a lot of self-denial because there are so many people now that have had COVID. Everybody kind of knows somebody who had it.
Yes.
At least, you know what I mean? So you can just talk to them unless they want to be in self-denial too and bullshit you like, hey, I got nothing. You probably know somebody who has long COVID.
Well, see, but
it's still having effects.
But that's one of the problems, man, is like, all right, man, fire department, paramedics, EMTs, we from the beginning have been face to face with people with COVID. Okay.
Right.
And it was a pretty fucking scary thing to begin with. As people started getting sick, there were guys within the department that got COVID, but didn't get that sick.
Right.
Weren't really that bad, right? And in this world that we live in, man, the human nature of being, tunnel vision with your life and not being able to take 10 steps back and see the forest through the trees. If a guy with a mindset like Captain Garnucci got sick with COVID, didn't have it that bad, it just reinforces all the shit that he's being fed from his media bubble, from Fox News, from Breitbart, from the Telegraph app.
Also, with him thinking that he has all the antibodies already.
Correct.
He doesn't need the vaccine.
So bear with me because I'm going to try to talk about all this without getting it confused or convoluted. There are a lot of things that contribute to Captain Garnucci making that video. Okay. And again, I don't know this guy from Adam, so I don't know what type of person he is or anything. I'm talking about the video that he made. Okay. There are a few things wrong with that video, in my opinion. The first and foremost, man, is we have a social media policy in the LAFD. Okay. Right. It's very specific. Right. It states in there, it's pretty damn specific about what you are allowed to do and what you are not allowed to do on your own personal social media, and on any social media accounts that might represent the fire department. I happen to run the social media account for 63s, right? My fire station, right. 63X the C, by the way, on Instagram. If you're interested in checking that out.
C, not ecstasy. X the C.
XTHESEA. And in order to do that, they had the social media guru guy come to the fire station.
I was going to say, isn't there like a class, kind of like a little in-service?
Yeah. He came with his computer. I had to watch a whole video basically breaking down the social media policy and sign a thing basically agreeing to follow the policy to the T. I have a couple chiefs that like to text me when I post something that they think shouldn't be posted on there or that they don't agree with.
On the 63s page?
On the 63s page and my personal page, right? Because even before all this podcast and the 63s page was going, I had a fairly big, like my own personal Instagram had a fairly big like up and coming firefighter following, because I would post all the shit that I post on the 63s page, I'd post on my personal page. It wasn't until Chipper Cervantes, my captain at the time, brought up doing the 63s page that I started doing that and put all the fire stuff over there. Yeah. But the point is they have a person and a staff that does nothing but look at social media. I mean, there's an entire room at Metro Division, which is our dispatch, that has a captain sitting in there that...
I was going to say, it's like a special duty captain, right?
Yeah. Okay. They basically like have every hashtag you can think of that has to do with fire or emergency or paramedicine. On Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, they have it on a wall of TVs. Yeah. Right.
And Metro looks like freaking CSI.
Yes.
When you go
man.
Super it is high tech. It's like top notch. It's a nice.
It's mission
place.
control, dude.
Yeah,
it's NASA mission control.
So the idea that there's a room in there where a guy who's been, a firefighter, promoted to captain, did an oral board, did all that stuff, and now he's the social media captain.
Yeah, or she.
He or she. Yeah, and they're watching. They're watching the internet.
Yeah, essentially, man. But if you're Joe Blow firefighter and you got 15 followers on Twitter and you don't hardly ever get on your Twitter and you're pissed off about something and you go and post something and hashtag it whatever fire, okay, and you think I have 15 people I'm sending this out to, okay, there is a captain sitting there and boop, your thing is going to pop up and it says, you know, fuck this shit with the LAFD and their stupid ass vaccination or whatever. Nobody actually did this, but I'm just like giving an example.
Right.
Captain sees that. Oh, there you go. They screenshot it, right? I'm sure there's a whole reporting system that they have to do for it. You wind up getting a phone call and they say, hey, your captain gets a phone call. You get called in the front office. Hey, we got a phone call from PSD about this post, and they've got it all blown up on an 8x10. And you're just
personal standards division.
Yeah. Personal standards division. So that's like our internal affairs kind of, right? And that's kind of how it happens, right? And you're like, oh shit, right? I did a post once where I talked about suicide prevention. I talked about my own walk through depression and stuff like that and PTSD. And just talked about it. Talked about how it's prevalent in the fire department. If you're thinking about it or you're having thoughts like that, please call the National Suicide Hotline or call me, message me, right? I put that out there. Got a phone call to take it down because I was in uniform while I was talking about all this stuff. Okay, so I look at you're not supposed to do anything in uniform that shows that you could that you're representing the fire department. Okay, fuck. The content itself was great and meaningful. And by the time I had gotten the word that they wanted me to take it down, thousands of people had seen it already. To me, it was like, okay, fuck, I guess so. I didn't agree with it, but damn, you're right. The policy does say I'm not supposed to be doing this in my uniform. Yeah. Okay, boom, shut it down. Yeah. Same thing happened another time. I posted a poem, right? I was doing for some acting gig thing, but it was about the fire department, stuff like that. I posted the poem, read it. I say motherfucker in it a couple times, right?
Were you in uniform?
I was in uniform in the dorm. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Got a phone call, the next day, same type of deal. Thousands of people had already seen it. The poem had a good meaning, all that stuff. I felt like it's whatever. I'm not supposed to be in my uniform. You're right. I took it down. The first problem, really the main problem that I have with Garnucci's post is the fact that he is saying all this stuff in uniform. Big old LAFD right on his hat, right? I guess I wouldn't think so much of it if he was a 2-year fireman that did that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, dude. Years, you don't know any better. Yeah. Okay. You got 31 years on the job, man. You know better than that. Okay. And I'm guessing he understands that, and he did it specifically so that it would get out and it would be made a big deal, right? So that the way he feels and the way half of the guys on the department feel will get out there to the world. Like we didn't already fucking know, that you feel that way, right?
Right.
So the simple fact that he's a captain knowingly and actively going against department policy in such a God, what's the word I'm looking for, man? Just a shitty way, right? That sucks to me. To me, that is like the main thing. You're not acting the way a captain should be acting on the LAFD. Okay, you're not being a good example for your crew or your subordinates. It's just not the way a captain should act. Number one. Number two. My buddy Hoser, man. I couldn't fucking stop thinking of my buddy Hoser. Okay, when I saw this fucking video.
Yeah.
I've talked about Hoser on this podcast before, man. I fucking love this guy, man. He was a great guy.
Right.
He was the nicest guy in the world. He treated everybody with respect. He was a great fireman. He was a great paramedic. But more importantly, he was just a super fucking good, nice person, human being.
Right.
That cared for people. Yeah. He cared.
Freaking pillar of the community.
He was. He truly was, though, man.
For real.
He's at 33s, and that hood is hard to work in, man.
That is the hood that you hear about in gangster rap.
That station is hard to work at. Yeah. But a lot of solid fucking firemen there that know their fucking job. Okay. And won't take your shit if you go in there and are lazy and don't know shit and don't want to learn and stuff like that. It's not a place you want to go and fucking coast. Right. Hoser was there for his entire fucking career, damn it. Right. Okay. Who knows how he got sick, man? Maybe he got it from a patient. Maybe he got it transporting somebody. Maybe he got it on a sod day somewhere. Who the fuck knows, man? Where he got exposed. He got exposed early. What I can tell you, though, is that there are plenty of firefighters and captains on this job who, when the department put out a mask policy, did everything they could to not follow that policy. When the department put out that we shall wear masks in the station to protect our own members because it was running through entire shifts at fire stations. I mean, all of the guys at Fire Station 80 on one shift got sick with COVID. Yeah. That's a specialized unit for air fucking plane crashes. Those unit, not everyone can operate those fucking rigs and shit, right? Right. Ran through that entire station. What the fuck are we going to do? We lose a third of our workforce for the airport, right? So the department puts out a mask mandate for the station. You shall wear masks in the station. Okay. What pisses me off about Garnucci is I guarantee you he's the guy that said, oh, fuck that. We're not doing that. Now, did anyone in his station get sick with COVID because of that decision? Did anyone at another station where he was working get sick because of that? You know what I mean? That angers me because now you're letting your fucking crew down. You're letting your subordinates down by I don't give a shit how you feel about a policy, man. Yeah. It doesn't fucking matter how you feel about it as it pertains to the policy itself.
But you're disguising it as leadership.
Exactly.
That's the worst part.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, anybody can sit there and make a mean face and look in the thing and say, I'm humdummity, dickety, dumb, damn mad.
You got bugles on your thing and that means something. You know what
man.
I mean?
Yeah. I lost total respect for him as a captain. Again, I don't know the guy, man. He might be a great guy. I'm sure he is, dude. Because listen, he's not alone in thinking that way. I have these conversations every fucking day at the fire station, especially now since the podcast is growing a little bit and people are listening to it more and can really get some, long form interpretations of how I look at the world and stuff like that. Right. I get it a lot more at the firehouse. Yeah. Got into it with the captain from 95s not too long ago in the front office. Now, when I say got into it, we don't argue. I don't fucking fight with guys, right? Yeah, right. But if they say something, I'll just fucking toss a little, well, what about this? Oh, what about this, though? What about, right? And we go back and forth with it. A lot of guys think like Garnucci thinks.
For sure. Okay?
And they're not bad guys, man. Mm-hmm. Good fucking guys that would give you the shirt off their back, that have kids and families. Again, it goes back to media bubbles, right? Mm-hmm. That's the other reason why I can't get like personally mad at this dude or like aggravated at the way he thinks or looks at the world because I know that he 100% believes what the fuck he's saying.
Yes, and that's the thing too, and that's what I haven't seen the video myself, but there's always giveaways when these people talk that tell you where they're getting this from. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And those are those specific phrases are actually like double speak. It's like opposite day. Yeah. If you're saying do your own research or look for yourself, all that stuff, it's not your research, bro. Yeah, exactly. And here's the thing: you didn't look for it. You're getting things from a website that has an algorithm designed to feed you things to keep you on the website.
Yeah. And depending
on if you're on the website, you don't understand that, then you're a baby basically on this website.
And listen, that algorithm understands that outrage keeps you on the website. Okay?
Exactly. So you think that you really got on YouTube and you looked for videos and searched for videos? They popped up, bro. They were in your feed because it knew that you were the perfect patsy now to watch these videos and fall for them.
Correct.
That's all it is.
And listen, it takes a lot to realize that and understand that and see it for what it is. It took a lot for me to do that. I mean, I'm still like in a transition from like, I still, obviously I lean left and I tend to watch more left-leaning media and stuff like that. But I'm very wary of what I'm watching, of who I'm watching, of who owns this company that I'm watching, what exactly they're saying.
Yes.
And believe it or not, man,
who pays the guy to say this?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. You really do have to go out of your way and find respectable voices with legit credentials to keep yourself informed. And these days, man, the 2020s, a lot of that is happening on social media. There are a lot of great TikTok accounts, Instagram accounts, Twitter accounts from real, true PhDs in microbiology, real, true immunologists that have scientific outlooks on things. You know what I mean? Yeah. Facts that are fact-based.
That's the great thing about this shit and why it's like such a double-edged sword with social media and the internet, because all the good shit is there and you can find it and there is real stuff, but what's going to keep you engaged the most is the horse shit.
Yeah, the outrage.
They know that, yeah,
and you have to actively go out there and seek it. And that's another thing too is prime example, I have 2 TikToks. Okay. I have one that I made for me and the boys, right?
Yeah.
Gonzo boys. And then I have the PRC one.
Right.
Okay. The PRC one is the one I'm on all the time, posting stuff, and I'll flip through TikTok and stuff like that. And so I follow a lot of scientists, political commentators, MDs, writers, microbiology, all kinds of like sciencey shit that I'm into, right?
Right.
The one for the boys look at when they want to look at TikTok or look at your boys' page or flip through it or whatever, they want to post something. And I don't really ever look or like anything on that page. Okay. All right, dude. If you fucking open up both of those TikToks, they are completely different worlds, dude.
Kid TikTok is insanity, dude.
It's like a kid TikTok mixed with like chicks and bikinis and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know if Max is getting there, but I wouldn't even.
Yeah, my kids aren't.
If I'm on the Gonzo Boys one and I go to like the For You page and I'm flipping through that, there is no possibility that I would get exposed to anything that I have on my Please Remain Calm. None of the scientists, none of the fucking nothing. Yeah. This is its own fucking bubble and world that keeps feeding itself in the kids, right?
By design.
That is what's happening with everybody out here. So when I have these discussions and these arguments with people, I keep that in mind too, man. Like, fuck, man, I'm arguing with somebody who 1000% believes what he's saying because he's seen reinforcement from 5 different outlets on the same thing. But and that is how it is designed. Exactly. Yeah. So when a guy like Garnucci makes a video like that, again, man, I'm not, it doesn't surprise me at all. It's not a revelation that this guy thinks this way or that there are firefighters that think this way. Yeah. Okay. The fact that he's a captain and he did it the way that he did it is what I think is wrong and shouldn't. And he's going to get disciplined for it. I mean, there's no doubt about it, man.
Right.
But over and above that, for me personally, if I knew him or was around his world in his battalion or something like that, I wouldn't want to work for a guy like that. I lost respect for him as a captain as a whole by making that video. It is the most childish, immature thing that he could have possibly done. Okay. Yeah. Then he posted on Telegraph. That's where it was originally posted. So that tells you all you need to know about this.
Come on, dude. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, that's just a whole other thing though, because you said he posted on Telegraph, which means he was looking for a specific clout.
Exactly.
And that's like what the real pandemic is right now, and the driving force behind all the misinformation and shit. The real pandemic is the clout pandemic.
Clout chasers, man.
Yeah.
Clout chasers, and that's exactly what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
The shitty part is that you're trying to use these 4 letters up here and this fucking patch on your shirt for clout for something that's fucking stupid. That's killing millions of people, man. That if we just fucking masked up in the beginning, if you weren't fighting so hard, Garnucci, about a mask at the beginning, we wouldn't be in this fucking spot. If you're fighting against a vaccine that has been over a year, been proven safe in millions and millions of people, but you're not afraid of a fucking vaccine that's killed, you know what I mean? Yeah. 500 million people.
And here's the other thing with that too. The other point is like, bro, you are a fire captain, man. Like you're really up in arms about being asked to do something that you don't know is 100% safe with 50-year proven studies. You go into burning buildings, dog. Yeah. They already did proven studies on that. It's not good for you.
Not only that,
you know what I'm saying?
Not only that, man, but this ain't about you. It's not about me. It's not about one individual person. You getting vaccinated, sure, man, you're protected to a certain degree. Can you still get it with this new Delta variant? Yeah, you can, because the Delta variant there's way more viral load. That wouldn't have fucking happened if you guys would have wore the fucking mask to begin with, right?
Yeah.
So yes, you can still get it. Yes, you still have protection against the virus. You're not going to get as sick. You're not going to get hospitalized as frequently as you would if you didn't get vaccinated. Also, if you already had the virus, yes, you do develop some sort of, you do develop a little bit of immunity to it, okay? You are not immune to the virus just because you had the virus. You have some immunity in there, but a viral load, just like a viral load for the Delta variant can overdo the the vaccine, it can overdo the protection that you have from having the virus the first time.
Here's the other thing with that, though. That's fucking life on Earth, bro.
Exactly.
Earth is full of viruses and bacteria, and your body has to fucking overcome them all the fucking time.
All the fucking
every
time.
Day. We're like the dinosaurs.
It's how your immune system works, right? Yeah. It's literally the reason why your parents let you play in the dirt and fucking eat dirt and shit when you're a kid, so you can build up immunities. That is what the vaccine is doing. And in all these instances, I mean, every argument that I hear from people, I already had the virus, so I'm not going to get it. Yes, you can get it, and you will be more protected if you get the vaccine. You can still catch the virus if you got the vaccine. So what the fuck? It's not. Yes, you can still catch it, but that's only because you motherfuckers let it mutate 3 or 4, 5, 6 times. But and now the viral load is so big, you can still get it, but you're not going to get as sick, and you're not going to go in the hospital, and you're not going to fucking die. Okay. But also more importantly than all those things, you are lessening the chance or the amount of viral load that you are able to spread out to other people. Okay. Which is why it's important that you're doing both of these things, man. A vaccine and mask. I keep hearing, it's fucking, the virus particles are big and the holes in the mask are big. Okay, dude. Again, here we go with another fucking person finding some tidbit of information that they don't fully fucking understand and putting it out on Telegraph or Twitter or wherever the fuck for clout. Again,
yes.
Hey, look what the fuck I know. Don't fucking do it. It don't even work. Mm-hmm. What you don't know is that one little tiny virus particle ain't going to get you sick, man. There's a certain viral load that has to go into you to get you sick.
Right.
Okay, those viral loads, they clump together on a little speck of moisture, right? Mm-hmm. That comes out of your mouth when you fucking talk, right? Or flies out of somebody else's mouth when they talk. And that mask protects you from that clump of virus with that moisture, not one single fucking virus, right?
Here's the thing too, though, is like you're explaining some shit that they already know.
See, but that's the thing though, Ben. That's the thing though, is I don't think they do know.
They do know.
I don't think they do, man.
Guys who are on our job, they know why you wear a mask, dude. They know why you wear a mask in critical settings.
So this is the argument. This is the argument that I make because that's been brought up to me a number of times. Okay, and so for firemen, I try to put these arguments in fireman terms because a lot of these guys aren't paramedics. Mm-hmm. They don't fucking know, man. Mm-hmm. They hear something or see something from somebody with a tie on Twitter or on whatever fucking social media thing they have, and they think, that guy's smart.
But that's the thing. Because somebody else's chasing clout video got to them and it's going against what they already know. Just as a human being, you understand fucking germs.
Right.
Germs work.
Let me just make this point real quick.
Yeah.
I go, okay. So you think a mask doesn't work, even partially. Let's say some virus does get through the mask, but you don't think it helps even partially? Like if I'm just blowing fucking particles out at you, you think putting a screen in front of that isn't going to block at least some of those? Well, I mean, no, but you're still going to get fucking sick. I'm like, okay. Let's look at horizontal ventilation in a fire. Mm-hmm. Okay. A house is full of smoke. There was food on the stove and we're trying to horizontally ventilate the house. What do, man? We put a fucking blower at the front door. We make sure that it seals the entire, we put it as far back and name it up so that it seals the entire door. We shut all the doors and we open a fucking window. Okay. Do you take the screen off the window or do you leave the screen on? You take the fucking screen off. And all the books will tell you that increases the amount of ventilation by whatever it is, 50%, 70%, something like that. Some crazy number. Yeah. It's been 18 years since I was in the drill tower, but it's a crazy fucking number.
It's a high number, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That thing is mostly holes. Right?
Yes.
All right? We're talking air molecules. I mean, it's a perfect example of why you should wear a fucking mask. Yes, air goes through, man. We open the fucking window so we can get a breeze through, but it blocks half of the particles in this fucking house that we're trying to get out, right? It's the same fucking thing, man.
So I mean, like the whole debunking thing is like stupid. It's because it's not even that. It's like the people fucking already know. Because there's another thing. If we're talking about firefighters specifically, it's like you already have like 700 safety regulations that you have to fucking follow and keep track of and adhere to. Like you can't have a beard, bro, but you're mad about that you can't have a mask. Like what's the difference? Dude, just do it. Like who cares, man? So if you fly to Thailand, you get shots. That's like the stupid, like with the military that doesn't want to do it. It's like, you took all the other shots.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the difference?
The difference is Tucker Carlson, Laura Ingraham, all those fucking bitches.
And all the people that want to be them.
Exactly.
And the people that want to be them.
Feeding bullshit. Yeah. Now, they're the ones that fucking know that they're feeding bullshit, right? But dude, I am not exaggerating when I say that every single fire station has either OAN, Newsmax, or Fox News on 24/7. Dude, all right. And if I have CNN on in the gym when I'm running at 6:30 in the morning, right? Because I'm usually the first one in there. Guaranteed someone, fucking fake news. You're gonna fucking. It's like, dude, put it on whatever you want. I don't care. I don't need any of this stuff. I'm confident in what I know and my knowledge. I don't bow down to any media group. I don't fucking think Wolf Blitzer is the shit or fucking Anderson. I don't kneel at their altar.
Exactly, dude.
I get the information from wherever I could get it, from wherever I feel is a respectable source, and I compare it to everyone else, and I make up my own fucking mind.
Because that's what you have to do now. I wish that it was easy and we lived like fucking grandparents in the 50s and 60s. There were 3 channels and you knew they weren't bullshitting you or whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? But that ain't the fucking case now, dude.
Yeah.
It's,
gotta
live with it.
It is a different world, especially for somebody like Garnucci, right? 51, 52 years old, 31-year veteran.
Yes.
He is used to the world being a certain way. And I promise you, man, I've said this a number of times. Right now, we are in a crazy ass, tumultuous, changing whirlwind of a world right now, man.
Right.
For a lot of fucking different reasons. Climate change, the pandemic, religious shit. I mean, everything, money, income inequality, people looking at cryptocurrency. There's actual countries that are accepting Bitcoin as their national currency now. Iran's talking about it. Afghanistan is talking about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is so much shit changing in the world right now. You can't stay locked. You're going to get passed by living in the world that Garnucci lives in, that made him think that it was okay to make this video in uniform.
But he's still, like, to me, a sympathetic character, and I don't know him at all. And again, I haven't watched the video, but he's ripe for the pickings for clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing that starts with Tucker and Laura Ingraham and all them, Judge Dean, whoever the hell, it trickles down and it finds the Garnucci's, guys who are like in their 50s, and for whatever reason, they have this desire for more significance and for more people to agree with them and be like, and it reinforces them.
But I think that's human nature, though. In general,
that's what I'm saying. So it's not like it's nothing against you personally, dude. It happens, man. And the thing is this system is designed to turn you into that. Yeah, like you're the champ now of the algorithm, basically.
And I think
you've been turned.
And I think making that video in uniform is a perfect culmination of that.
Yes.
Because I think, yes, man, as a 31-year veteran of the fire department, and you've bled for this department and all that shit that you said on there, you should fucking know better.
Yes.
You should fucking know better.
Against what you know because of what you saw. And because you think you found it, but dude, it found you and it turned you.
It's just crazy, and then this whole thing that's going on with Afghanistan right now, the 13 service members that were killed yesterday in that bombing. I do have friends, and I had a little chat with my buddy Rob Madrano that was on the podcast. Yeah, his son is a Marine, and he messaged me and sent me. And guys always send me stuff, and I always interact with him. Rob's a good friend. Yeah, and we were talking about that, and obviously the sentiment with the right-leaning guys that I follow from the fire department that I consider my friends is, Biden, fuck this whole thing up. Okay. I can see that, I'm not the biggest Biden fan either, man. I think every time he speaks, it's like he just took a Seroquel. Yeah. I think it was the worst of the candidates on the Democratic side that we could have possibly picked. I think he's ancient. I think his ideas are ancient. I think he's a liar as far as like the things he said he was going to do when he got into office, and he hasn't done shit. And I think this entire handling of pulling out of Afghanistan was completely fucking botched and fucked up, and definitely contributed to these 13 Marines getting killed. Totally. My issue is, though, why the fuck are you so mad at Biden for these 13 service members being killed because you feel like something he did could have prevented that, but you don't give a flying fuck about the thousands of people a day that are being killed across the country because you won't wear a fucking mask.
That's the talking point right now, dude. That's what's pushed.
It's just I don't understand why one human life is worth more than another human life in this instance. I just don't get it. I don't get the logic behind it, especially when it is so simple. So then that's the other thing about Garnucci's video is the policy is that by September 31st, you shall be at least partially vaccinated. Okay?
Right.
You can have a good faith religious exemption, okay, or a medical exemption, okay. If you do have those one of those two exemptions, okay, that's fine. You don't have to get vaccinated, but you have to get tested once a week, okay. That's not enough for you, dude. You had to go and make a fucking video in uniform, basically ruining your reputation, going to getting disciplined for all this shit because you're not even willing to get tested to protect your crew and the patients and public that you go in contact with every single day as a captain with the fire department. It's ridiculous.
That doesn't make him feel special.
Exactly.
That's what he was looking for with this, man.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That doesn't get you clout, dude, following the rules.
But then there's a Instagram page called Chief Miller. That's like a huge fire department Instagram page. Right. He posts a lot. It's a great page. I highly recommend following. If you guys aren't aware, I'm sure you are. If you're in this firefighting world. But he posted the video and just put on the caption like, "Are you with him or are you against him?" or something like that. And I mean, thousands of comments on there, dude.
Again, though, that's a clout move. Are you with him or against him? Like for this, so retweet with this.
It is and it isn't. He posts everything and anything having to do with the fire department, and that was the biggest thing of the day.
But that's why it was a non-committal caption, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just wants the engagement, dude.
Yeah, and whatever, man. That's fine. That's he's a media page.
He worked that. For all we know, that other captain wants to be a Chief Miller page in the future. Or he wants to be Chief Miller of Telegram.
My point is the comments. Thousands, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, I stand with them. Screw these guys. Oh yeah, I already told my chief I'm walking away, turning in my gear if you make me about. And I'm thinking to myself like, these are healthcare professionals, man, that are walking into people's homes. In my case, 15 times a day, talking to family members. Yeah. Getting information from mom about grandma. Getting going into the school, into the classroom full of kids and shit like that. We are being exposed and exposing ourselves to people all day long. All right. The fire department, at least my department, these policies are put into place to protect us, of course, but also to protect your crew if you're a fucking captain, right? And the people in your crew. I mean, at our station, my good buddy Roger, his son was sick, really sick, had to have a bone marrow transplant and was immunocompromised when this whole thing started. He had to fucking transfer out to a special duty spot because one of our other members was walking around the station joking, coughing on people, right? I almost got in a fucking fist fight with the guy. Right. This is a guy that veteran, okay, more time than me. And I said, what the fuck are you doing, dude? I don't think that shit's funny at all. It's just after Hoser died.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't think no, I don't fucking think it's funny. Oh, you want to go outside and talk? Let's fucking go outside and talk about it. I mean, we're nose to nose, dude, about to fucking fight over this shit. It's bullshit to me. Right. We lose a really good firefighter because you're not willing to we had a mask mandate at the time. Put your fucking mask on. Why? Because the department says so, man. It's your job.
Yeah.
You don't like it, fucking bounce.
Yeah. It's the thing though. It's not that crazy, dude, but everybody is getting turned.
Yes.
It's turned by what they're looking at.
Exactly.
And so that's the last thing I want to say with this too is don't come after me with any shit about this shit. Cause all right, I made my opinion about this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interested in fucking arguing with anybody about disinformation or proving what you want or what you want to prove to me about vaccines not being effective. I don't give a flying fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly. And if you're offended by me telling the truth about you, that you're basically falling for clout.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what you're looking at, dude.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, that's what I'm interested in. Explain to me how I'm wrong. And not wrong with, the information that you found and shit. No, that you're not looking at stuff and that you didn't get twisted from something that, like, when was the last time you gave a fuck about any of this?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
First of all. Yeah. All right. Think of all the vaccines you've already had, shots, things you ingested, things you took,
or the
things you drank,
or the dozens of soldiers that died in Afghanistan last year or the year before, the hundreds of the year before.
No, but I'm saying like their own individual choice of this personal stance of I'll fucking walk away. I'll quit this job that I've been wanting to do my whole life and love.
Yeah.
Okay, you fucking moron. All right. Sorry. Don't be offended by that. But it's like, if you want to explain something to me, explain to me how I'm wrong about that you didn't get that off a website, bro.
Yeah.
Because you did. And if that website was real.news.org.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Just get the fuck out of my face, dude.
Or prove to me, I'm arguing about something that I know is fucking wrong, and prove to me that you're right. No, fool, just look it up. I'm not your instructor. Look this shit up. I know what I know.
Yeah.
You need to learn what you need to learn, man.
I'm a comedian. I'm gonna make fun of you, dude.
I don't care if you do or if you don't. I don't care. I'm only talking to you about this because you started talking to me about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it only exists because people like you are being fucking dumb.
Yeah, exactly.
We could be over this shit already, and it could be like every other year where we go to fucking concerts.
So I lean a little, just a little bit different. I like to engage people when they really want to talk to me about something. I like to engage. Mm-hmm. I have learned to stay completely calm. I don't get worked up about shit. Right. Mm-hmm. The second you get worked up, that's when it devolves. And it's easier to say like, "Hey, old man, you're getting worked up about this. Let's just drop it. Let's just not talk about it."
Oh yeah.
Right. But I like to engage because the majority of the time, man, when I engage in conversations like these at different fire stations, I feel like I informed this person of at least one or two things. Mm-hmm. I feel like I at least planted a little bit of seed of doubt where they might go home and let me look up outside of Breitbart or outside of this, or let me get off of Telegraph and go look at this other thing.
Yeah.
Let me look at the CDC. People not trusting the CDC. It's like, fuck, man. Or the World Health Organization.
Go
it's
ahead
like,
and don't trust it. Then.
Yeah. It's like, fuck, man. These are people who are charged with, this is what they do, man. They're charged with solving these super complicated microbiology problems, man, and decades of research and all this shit, and
you already follow them for everything else, you retard. Don't you wash your hands? Don't you shower? Like, don't you ask for clean forks at a restaurant? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you think all that stuff is from, dude?
Yeah.
You know
not only that, but fuck, I forgot. I lost what I was going to say.
Sorry,
yeah, man, that's all right.
We're all ranty now.
What is it? 51? Oh yeah,
we are a little bit ranty. Man, call me, guys.
Oh my god. But yeah, man, it's fuck. What the fuck were you talking about? I had a point I was gonna make. Damn it. All right, whatever. But yeah, it's just fucking crazy, man. It's crazy that that all of a sudden, just all this distrust, and you can pinpoint where it comes from.
Yes.
Like I listen to Rogan, right? I used to listen to Rogan fairly religiously, like most fucking, middle-aged American men. He moved to Austin, Texas. He's gotten a lot more right-leaning, it seems, in his conversations and the way he looks at things since then. Mm-hmm. But he still has great conversations with certain people and stuff like that. And so I listen every once in a while, and he always brings up like, well, what no one's talking about is like, how this thing it probably escaped from the lab in Wuhan.
Yeah, no.
And that got brought up in the front office when I was arguing with this captain the other day. And my answer to that is like, they were doing gain of function research, and Fauci said they weren't doing gain of function. Like, okay, what the fuck does that have to do with you wearing a mask and getting vaccinated, man? It's here now. What the fuck does it matter where it came from? Investigate that shit all you want later and come up with a report and put it out and figure out ways it doesn't happen again.
What difference does it make to you, man?
What does it matter right now? We're in the middle of a pandemic where people are fucking dying and family members are dying and coworkers are dying. What the fuck does that matter?
Yeah.
Talk about the fucking vaccine or talk about. He's not a dumb guy, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and this is the only thing where everybody wants all the research and all the answers, and like, don't ask questions about anything else. There's a million scandals going on right now and things that you can be mad about, but you're going to be fucking flipped out about this.
But that's the thing, though, too, man, is that the research is there. Yeah. The studies have been done.
Yeah.
You know, I was, flipping through news reports from the video, just kind of getting prepared for the show today. Mm-hmm. And then comments today. You're not going to get me to take some vaccine that's never been tested. What the fuck are you talking about, man? They've been doing trials for 2 years on this fucking vaccine.
You know what I mean? They have been doing it for 2 years. It was only COVID last year.
But there are really people that believe that. You know?
Dude, that's nothing. That you're talking about. You're still on the sane end of the spectrum. There's all these other people who are like, oh, you can't fly on a plane after you get the vaccine. Your feet will explode. Yeah. Or you'll have a heart attack. Oh, you don't know if that pilot of the plane had the vaccine.
Right.
He's going to have a heart attack in flight.
But there are like side effect conditions, like the foot thing. There are things that have happened to people, anecdotal, unique
people that were watching
that have happened. But that's what they do. Yeah. Oh, look at this, man!
Know, dude.
1 million fucking vaccines have been given. You're talking about this guy with the COVID foot or whatever the fuck, club foot.
So the last thing too. There used to be way more diseases, dude. You know what I mean? Like, talk to your great grandparents; they're not dead of COVID,
or just wait till climate change takes over and the permafrost melts. We get all those viruses back.
Bro, people used to have like 10 kids because like 3 or 4 of them would just die, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
science, man.
Yeah,
fucking science.
This is what happened. Did they test all those vaccines all the time? No, but you know what? I don't get fucking smallpox now.
Yeah,
or yellow fever or whatever the hell.
Now, all that being said, all that being said. Fucking Fauci should have never said that he didn't think masks worked. Like the whole thing in the beginning when he said, "Oh, I don't think you need to go out and buy masks. The general public doesn't need to buy masks." And he later came out and said that, he only said that because there was a shortage of masks and healthcare workers. Okay, I also have a problem with that. Like, your job is as a public health person is to give me the fucking facts, man. It's not to fucking lie. The second he lied, it fucked everything up. And there's no way to argue against that for him, man. He fucked up. Yeah. Now, is that enough to completely disregard his fucking 5 decades of work, with global pandemics and the AIDS pandemic? I mean, he basically fucking wrote the medical books that Bernie studied from. Yeah. You know what I mean? Is it enough to fucking just toss all that in the trash because he made a fib about masks that he felt was in the public interest? Yeah. No, it's not. Should he have done it? No, he shouldn't have fucking done that. He should have told the fucking truth. Also, but you can't discount the motherfucker. You can't discount him because of that. You know what I mean? That's what people do. Oh, well, he lied about the fucking mask at the beginning. It's like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills, bro.
I know.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Why do I even have to care about who this person is? I've never given a fuck who the Institute of National Allergies is, who runs it in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Meanwhile, they love Trump, who told them to fucking pump bleach in their fucking veins. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but even him is saying, he told people to take the vaccine now,
and
they're all booing him.
Yeah, they fucking booed him. It's just like, it's fucking craziness, man. It's fucking craziness.
But again, that's a whole other thing too, because somebody like pranked me or some shit and they put me on the conservatives email list, right? I get fucking like 15 a day from Trump, and they all just ask for money, bro. And saying, and it's like the hard push, like they're emailing like dopes, like rubes, bro, like IQ below 70. Like, Trump is counting on you. He's waiting for you to answer this. Are you losing him? Are you still with him? Send $300 right now.
It's the same it's the same. You go watch.
So crazy.
Go watch the last week tonight, the John Oliver with about that.
Yeah.
About the church. There's one about churches. Yeah. That send the evangelists. Hey, if send $1 to Jesus and your fortunes will turn. You know what I mean?
There's a bunch of
That's how fucking Trump is, man. He's a fucking grifter, dude. He's been a grifter his entire life.
It's wild,
and he did it to half of the fucking country this time, man. Yeah. It's insane, man. Yeah.
And now he can't pull it back.
It's insane. I think we got it. A lot in today, dude.
This was informative.
Look, hey guys. Obviously, we don't want to be talking about all this shit either, but when something comes out like this, like the video that Captain Garnici put out, and it's the talk of national media for the day, it's and hell, man, it's a firefighter podcast. We got to talk about that shit.
Yeah, don't say we don't hit the hot topics and current events. PRC.
But yeah, look, just like I said before, man, I don't know this guy personally. I do know the type of firefighter or the type of person that was in this video. There were a lot of them, you know, like half the department, like I said. And listen, the majority of them are great guys with families that care about their families, that care about their job, that do their job very well. I feel like all of this that Garnucci had in his video is a way that a lot of people feel because of the bullshit that they're fed every day. And I implore you guys, please, out there, have your opinions, man. Have your opinions and stick to them, obviously, but be informed. Have an informed opinion. Don't take Tucker Carlson's word for it. He is a racist, disingenuous piece of shit. So is Laura Ingraham. Okay? Stop watching Fox News 24 hours a day. Newsmax is the fucking shitty redheaded stepchild. Sorry if you have redhead, but Newsmax is 10 times worse than Fox, man. Yeah. And OAN, the same thing. If you guys are watching those news sources and thinking that you are being informed with quality news, you are dramatically misinformed. Please get your news from other sources, please. And then develop your opinions based on a full spectrum, a 360-degree view of any situation. And don't just parrot what you hear from Tucker Carlson, please. Or Charlie Kirk or what. I mean, when I see guys that I know are good people, that I know are smart, reposting fucking Charlie Kirk. Come on, guys.
Clout, dude. That's
on.
all this is, man. All these fucking guys, dude. Everyone that's pushed on, you can name any of them, man. Ben Shapiro, all those dudes, man. It's just that they're just trying to say a thing to get clicks, man.
Yeah.
And just push what they're told to push.
And just because somebody uses big words, man, it seems like they're smart and has fucking glasses on, does not mean that they're smart or that they know what they're talking about. So just listen, guys, that's all. I love you all, man. We're all brothers. Get your information from multiple sources. Formulate your ideas on your own. Don't just parrot what you're hearing from your media sources and your media bubble, please.
Exactly.
And be safe out there. Please wear masks. Get vaccinated. I mean, you guys have to now. Most cities are requiring mandates for the vaccination and stuff, but please reconsider doing it if you're against it. It is safe. My entire family is vaccinated. My father-in-law is vaccinated, caught COVID, did not get that sick. My sister-in-law, same type of deal. So it works. The vaccine works. If you do catch COVID after the vaccine with this new Delta variant or one of these other variants that are out there, it does diminish the amount of time that you're sick. It does keep you from the infection getting into your lungs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Take the vaccine. It's safe. And you know, it'll help put a stop to this thing, which could have been stopped in 2 weeks if we had just fucking done this in the first 2 weeks.
Just think about what you're doing here, really, man. Like and don't get butthurt about being called out for falling for clout. You know what I mean? Don't be hurt by it. Just accept it and help yourself, man. Help yourself to get free of that and get free of that whole perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it can be anybody, it can happen to anybody. And these are all great guys that we're talking about, great guys and women, great people. You know what I mean? It's just that shit happens. It's designed to happen to you that way. The websites that you're on are designed to work that way on you, okay? So it's nothing against you personally. We fucking love you. We want you to keep listening to us because that same website might have led you to us too.
And I'm not, fuck, I just forgot what I was going to say again. All right, that's it. That's the sign we got to stop.
Let's do the wrap-ups here, man.
Yeah, man.
Where can they follow you, senor?
You can follow me at DannyGonzo34 on Instagram and Twitter.
You can follow me at Ben9Humor, Ben number 9 Humor, like benign tumor. Clever handle on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow the show at PRC Pod on Instagram and Twitter, or at PRC Podcast on TikTok. Growing every day. Following a lot of scientists, we learned.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Also want to mention our boy Brent Urban. He does our theme music. He's a musician. I've known the kid since he was 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, right.
But he's a great musician. He's got a new song out. He just posted it. Check him out. He's a really great artist, and I think you'll enjoy his music.
Also, a thank you to our sponsor, Power Solar. If you are a homeowner, property owner, get off the grid, contact Isela. We dropped all our info at the beginning of the episode.
Sure. All right. That's it,
she's
folks.
great. All right. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah. Hey. All right. Hey. Yeah, I mean.
Let's take off.
Hey. Please do remain calm. About to run against it and with a little bit of soul, no times.